This 6'4" point of attack lock build will have you playing just like a prime Jrue Holiday. Want to be able to save from the quick guards? Check. Want to be able to shoot off the catch or off the dribble? Check. Do you want to be able to... Wait, who the hell put this in the... If those things sound like something you want your lock to do, then stick around and I'll give you a lock that can do just that. Oh, and by the way, you'll be able to have up to 7 legend badges. If you should leave a like on the video, let's hop right into it. But before we get into how to make this point of attack lock, there will be certain attributes that may vary depending on what game mode you want to use this build for. I'll get more specific once we get into those attributes in particular. All right, so first things first, you want to make your height 6'4", then go to your weight, make it 230. Yes, you're going to be a fat bitch. And then your wingspan, you're going to put up to 6'10" for that long reach, you know, to hawk them lanes and stuff. All right, so the first attribute we're going to go to, the first attribute category is the defense, right? Let's start with the most important categories. Perimeter defense, we're going to put it up to 97, and then you're still putting up to 96, right? The key badges we're looking at here is a Hall of Fame Challenger, On-Ball Menace, Pick Dodger, Off-Ball Press, Hall of Fame Glove, and Hall of Fame Interceptor. So these are the key badges for these two categories right here. The On-Ball Menace and the Immovable Enforcer, which I'll talk about the other requirement later on how to get that up. Those two badges work hand in hand. On-Ball Menace is for when a player is trying to go around you, and the Immovable Enforcer is when a player is trying to go through you. This is easily my favorite defensive badge in the game. When I full court press someone with this badge, the guard has a hard time even passing half court. You just bump him around, and guards usually don't have high strength, so you with the strength advantage, you're going to be able to just bump him around, and you're going to have a hard time getting by you, just getting past the half court line with this badge and the high strength. And then with the 96 steel, you're going to get of course the Hall of Fame glove and the Hall of Fame interceptor. And as a lock, you want to be able to hawk them lanes and have opposing players scared to pass the ball. On-ball steals aren't as good as other years, so I understand if you don't want to put too much into your steal this year or invest too much into your steal, but this plays a part on how you get some of your legend badges that I mentioned earlier. And speaking of legend badges, if you are starter 3, this is where the legend badges come into play. If you put 2, because you get 5 cat breakers, as you guys know, if you're here starter 3, if you put 2 of your cat breakers into your perimeter defense and then your other 3 into your steal, you would get Legend Challenger, On-Ball Menace, Off-Ball Press, Legend Glove, and Legend Interceptor. That's 5 legend badges right there off using your cat breakers. But now, what if somebody gets by you? Because even with the best perimeter defense, you can still get blown by and need a plan B if that happens. So if we go to interior D, we're going to put that up to a 75. People are going to see your 6'4" and think that they can just bully you in the paint and baby you, but this is not going to allow that to happen. You're going to be able to have decent contests in the paint. More than decent contests, honestly. At a 6'4" to have 75 interior, that's pretty high. And then to help with that, we're going to put our block, max it out to 68. Now that's going to help. That's the one requirement for the high fly denier, which will go to vertical. Once you get that badge bronze, going to help you also when somebody blows by you, you can still get a chase down block. I have other builds that has bronze high fly denier and it works perfectly fine. So this is you're gonna see a lot of blocks you get. Like I said, no matter how high your stats are, you can still get blown by. Everyone gets blown by. So this is going to be your backup plan to be able to get a little bit of chase down blocks if somebody does blow by you. So that's the defense. Now let's go to the shooting. So when you get 3-pointer, we're going to put that up to 87. This will give you silver deadeye, which gold is better than silver, but the 92 3-pointer was just too expensive in my opinion. You can use your +1 badge on this, but I'll tell you what you should use it on later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. I wouldn't use it on this, but you can if you want to. Your mid-range, I'll put it down to like a 77. As the lock, you're mostly going to be spotted up at the 3-point line, so I wouldn't even invest that much into your mid-range. Let's skip free throw for now and head to playmaker now. So pass accuracy is one of the attributes that I think would vary depending on what game mode you want to use this build for. I have mine personally at a 56, but since I made mine towards 3v3, that's why I have it so low. Even then, I feel like I could have put it up a little bit higher, but mine is at 56. Me personally, I don't do too bad with the 56 because I make an extra emphasis on not to pass anything knowing that I'm on my lock. But I do understand if you yourself want to put this up a little bit more. And I would say if this is a 5v5 build, if you plan on using this lock for a 5v5 build, I'll definitely put your pass accuracy up higher, because 5v5 is more people who can steal your pass, so your passes have to be more accurate, more meticulous compared to 3v3 where it's only 3 guys on the court you got to worry about. 5v5, I'll definitely suggest putting this up. Now with speed with ball, we want to bring this up to 86. The 86 speed with ball is going to give you the Darius Garland dribble style, which is easily the best dribble style in the game. It's not even a question. So you need the 86 for I think it's 85, but I think 86 gets you the gold lightning launch. You want it to be at 86 for the gold lightning launch, and 85 gets you Darius Garland dribble style, and that's the best dribble style in the game. You're going to be moving with that. And then you want to leave your ball handle at an 81. Of course, you get the bronze ankle breaker, or ankle assassin, silver handles for days, and silver unpluckable. Both these animations give you good dribble animations. The Zach LaVine step back you get and the Luka one, you get good dribble animations with the good dribble style. So this is where you being the secondary ball handler comes into play. And now let's get to the physicals. Starting with speed, you want to bring it up to 89. If you want yours to be 90, which I think is like the sweet spot, I use my cat breaker for the season 2 level 40 reward, which was with the 1 extra cat breaker, and I put it towards my speed for my lock, which is mine is at 90 now. now. Originally, it's at 89 though. And then for my agility, that's at an 87. So these two are important for your locks because, of course, these two badges, not badges, but these two attributes are going to help you with your movement horizontally and then vertically. If you want to full court press somebody, let's say they blow by you a little bit, this will help you be able to catch up with them, you know, off of moving around side to side with screens. We know how defense works. You're going to be moving side to side, up and down. Your speed and agility being high are going to help with that. You're going to feel your player move really fast with these high up. Now the strength here is very important, and I advise you not to change this stat at all. Really, I'll advise you to just put it exactly where I'm going to put it because this plays a big part into this lock build. So we're going to put this strength up to 91, and the reason why you put up to 91 is for these two badges right here: strong handle and then movement enforcer. Start with strong handle. When you're a lock, the opposing team, what player do they usually put on the lock? The worst defender, right? They put the smaller point guard usually. The best offensive player usually doesn't have the most defensive stats, so they put the small point guard on you. You all know strong handles, or if you don't know, strong handles pushes off defenders trying to defend you on the perimeter. Most guards don't have high strength, so with the other team, more times than not, put the small point guard on the lock. With you being the secondary ball handler, if your guard or your main scorer needs help getting the bucket and the small point guard is on you, the strong handles badge is going to help you push them out the way, go to the basket, or just push them out the way to where they can't really box you up because you're so much stronger than them. 91 strength, there's not a lot of small guards or a lot of guards in general that's going to have 91 strength. This is very important for that, and even more important than the strong handles is the movable enforcer. That's the defense badge. Like I said before, you're going to be able to control where the offensive player goes. You can literally just bump him around so much. I have plays or clips where I'm full court pressing people and they cannot pass the half court line. I'm telling you, it's hilarious how strong this badge is. Out of any stat, this is the one to me that should be non-negotiable. You want to max out your strength to 91. Very important. Your vertical at a 60, that's perfectly where it's at because that's going to give you the high fly denier bronze, what I was telling you about, which will help you with your chase down blocks and stuff if somebody does get by you. So you want that at 60. And yeah, that's it really for all the physicals. Everything else really isn't that important. I put my defensive rebound to 57, and then with the finishing, I have my shot close at a 62 because you're not going to really be, you know, doing shot close, doing post hooks or anything like that. Driving layup can stay at 66 because again, you're a lock, you're mostly 3-and-D. The only layup you should be taking is a wide open layup, so you don't need a high driving layup. Driving dunk, I have it at 60. You get the basic dunk packages like the Devin Booker, Klay Thompson is pretty safe one. Actually, I don't think you get Devin Booker at 60. I'm not sure, but I could double check. But the Klay Thompson you definitely get, and that's a very safe dunk. It's one of the best safe dunks in the game. The standing dunk I put at 40 because that's the minimum you need. We can put the post control down a little bit. I put it at 40 because that's the minimum you need to be able to do standing dunks. This is also one of the other stats where if you are playing for 5v5, you probably want to put it up higher because that's more for like competitive stuff. Or if you're playing more competitively, you want a higher standing dunk because you want to cut back door. If you don't really care about the competitive side really of 2K, you just want to have a dominant build. It's just not for pros or you're playing for money or anything like that or any tournament. 40 is where I put it at because that's the cap or that's the minimum amount you need to be able to do standing dunks. Yeah, and your post control is tied with your strength, so you putting your strength at a 91 is going to automatically put your post control to a 41. After you do all that, man, this is the final build right here, guys. The 3-and-D Jrue Holiday lock point of attack lockdown. And then you see the Jrue Holiday comparison, Lonzo Ball, Nate McMillan. And I'm telling you guys, this build right here for point of attack, especially for fast guards with the high behind screens, this is the build for you right here. You're gonna lock shit up, be able to shoot, and if your team needs a quick bucket, you could dribble enough to where you could get your own bucket. And after you finish completing the build, you come over here to your badge perks, go to tier 1 badge, and then you go to your pick dodger, which should be a Hall of Fame already. Hit that, get that Hall of Fame. And then your tier 2 one, you want to go to your immovable enforcer and get that to your Hall of Fame. And that's how you complete your 7 Hall of Fame, or not Hall of Fame, legend badges. And in case you forgot, in order to get that tier, you do need, I think the first one you get it at level 15 for tier 2, then at level 30 you get your tier 1. Let me know if you guys end up using this build down in the comments below. Tell me guys if you like it, don't like it, what you would change, what you wouldn't change, everything in the comments below. I appreciate everyone watching. Leave a like, sub. I'll see you guys later.
Oh my god,
I got a fucking
Shiloh is a
fucking
Shiloh's a boy. What the? Nah, Shiloh is a problem, man.